So I grew up in Southern California. My dad is a Baptist minister. My dad was always obsessed that we were going to do drugs. That was like his main thing. He was always worried about it. In fact, he wouldn't let us listen to a lot of music, especially backwards. Had all these subliminal messages in there, you know. Which that can actually be helpful, though, because I actually slowed down and played backwards that McDonald's song, I'm Loving It, and it says, type 2 diabetes. So that's helpful. Yeah. My dad was like always over the top. You know, like when a preacher's kid gets in trouble, you don't get a spanking or a timeout. You get a sermon. It has an introduction, 3 points, and a conclusion. And the conclusion is always way over the top. Somehow it always ended up with me on heroin. My dad's like, if you don't get up off that couch and start helping out around here a little bit more, you're going to end up in an alley someday looking for your next high. My mom's like, he's 4. I love my parents. I went back to California and saw them a couple months ago. They're actually getting to that age where they're about to retire, and so they're getting nervous. They're not going to have enough money to retire. So I actually sat down with them and sort of took a look at their finances. Mainly I wanted to see if, there's going to be any kind of inheritance. But they're going to be short. I mean, if they want to live the kind of life they want to live, they're going to have to save about $500 more a month. So I told them, I gave them the plan and said, if you don't start saving $500 more a month, you're going to end up in an alley someday. When I was 12 years old, my dad actually made me write down everything I would say if someone offered me drugs. And I am 35 years old, and I have never been offered drugs. But I do carry the speech with me wherever I go. So if Perrysburg, Toledo, Frankfurt, these guys offer me drugs after the show, here's what you're going to hear. No. I am a conservative. I have a lot of conservative values. Like, I still believe that marriage is between one really ambitious person and one person who wonders, what just happened? Congratulations. So you're getting married June 11th, you said? Yeah, it's exciting. My wife and I have been married 13 years, 4 of it happily. And after all that time, if I could give you like one piece of advice, I would. My wife and I got off to a really rough start. We fought about everything. We fought about our finances. We thought about who was going to do what around the house, all that kind of stuff. Now we've been married 13. We don't have time to fight. So we've just designated Monday night as fight night. Even if we don't have anything to fight about, we go ahead and do it, It's on the schedule. This past Monday, we got in a huge fight because I forgot to water her farm on Facebook. Things have been going great here lately, though. So about 6 months ago, I thought it'd be a good idea to send my wife some flowers for no reason. It wasn't an anniversary, birthday, we weren't fighting or anything. So I called up 1-800-Flowers, had them put on the card. This is exactly what I thought being married to you would be like. But 1-800-Flowers switched my card. So when she got the flowers, it said, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I was wrong. She just stood up, gave me a big hug, whispered in my ear, that's all I needed to hear. We do some stuff together. We go to church, of course, together, and but we have like these different Bible studies. Like my wife goes to the women's Bible study, and she's always getting like a ton out of it. And I go to a men's Bible study, and they say everything you say in this group stays in this group, and every guy knows that's not true, except one guy who shares way too much. And then all the other guys go to their wives and tell them, because the next time they do something like leave the clothes on the floor or whatever, you can be like, yeah, but at least I'm not Andy. My wife gets done with her Bible study and she tells me all the stuff she learned. She's like, what did you learn? I'm like, I learned that Ted is an idiot. She watches this show called Snapped. Have you guys seen this? It's about women who kill their husbands. She watched a marathon the other day. She says weird stuff after that, too. Like, she came up to me the other day, she was like, did you know you can't taste strychnine? Did you know I've been helping out around here a lot more? I think my wife and I's life would be much easier if we just won the lottery. But we don't play. I want to play, but I go up to the gas station to give them my $1, and there's always like a Snicker bar right there. That's a guaranteed winner right there. All those peanuts and... Saw this girl in Idaho won $162 million. But every time someone wins that much money, my wife and I have to have that conversation. Like, what would you do with $162 million? And I know what I'd do. I'd build like a huge mansion, put a McDonald's in the living room, liposuction machine in the den. I'm like, what would you do? And she's like, I'd redo the kitchen cabinets. What? I have $162 million and you're gonna redo the... We could do that now. And she's like, I'm glad you feel that way.